Okay, so this video is a Game Boy repair. Now, you've seen the thumbnail, but it's in a sorry state. I It looks fine like that. If we just turn it around, yeah, I didn't do this to it before you ask. It's pretty grim. So whoever had it before must have nicked the front board off of it, and it's just missing everything. So what do we need? Well, we need a new shell, which looks like this. They sent me a free one, so that's alright. Not sponsored or anything, but obviously that's just where I bought it from. I have a clean power board. Whether I'll fit this or not is a different thing. Not sure whether I'm going to keep that for later or whether I'm going to fit it now. And the star of the show, the IPS screen mod. Now, the only reason I actually went for them is because they sell the entire front board as a piece. And obviously I'm missing that entire front board. So I thought, well, if I do the IPS screen mod, that'll work, won't it? To give me the front board as well. So it's expensive, but it's, you know, decent for what you get. Okay, so let's just get this out. Do some epic unscrewing of screws. I can't see the screen currently. I didn't fully screw all of these in. I actually took this out earlier. I'll probably replace the screws because it comes with some new ones, I think. Numero dos. So that's that entire front board. Let's get the headphone jack out as well. Now, you can buy these audio mod chips that make the audio louder, but I have not done so. One, because I don't even know where it would go on, obviously, that board. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, I don't think it needs it. Like the power board, yes, it's probably worthwhile doing. The audio board, I thought it sounded alright anyway. So that comes out, that just slides out. And you can see that's the old board. So yeah, that can be thrown in the parts bin, I suppose. So that's our motherboard. Okay, so whoops. Okay, so we need to get out the new shell. Now, this power board replaces this one. Whether I replace this or not, I will get it working first, and then I'll consider replacing it, because all it is then you take off the front board, and you do it like that. So I can do that afterwards. There will be text on screen if I do it. Oh, I got this out once, and then I can't do it again. Okay, so what I've got is I've got a glass cover there. Set this aside, and you've got the shell. I went for a smoky black shell because that looks cool, I think. I'm never going to be able to get the focus back now. So there we are, that's the shell. I quite like that, that looks pretty cool. And you see, this shell, since it's from the same people, they've actually pre-cut out the LCD mod. So there we are. So it's got all your bits and bobs in. Oh, that's odd. I thought that's screwed in there, not there. Okay. So I presume, I haven't looked at any tutorials or such. I presume that just slots in there, and then we work on the front piece. That's my assumption. Well, that was easy, I think. That just lines up with there. The power board just slots in there, I think. Oh, it doesn't have. This one doesn't seem to have any. I think that just literally is just loose in there. I presume it wants the. Oh, that holds it in. Okay, That makes more sense. Now, yeah, let's not use the old screws, because if they're giving you screws, there's probably a reason why. So I will need a few of these screws, not that many. I don't know if you're like threading these screws yourself or not. It feels like you are. I presume this is right. There we are. That already looks pretty cool. That's already pretty cool, and it's even got the new battery terminals in. Yeah, the old ones look fine. So that's part numero uno. So before I do anything, I need to check this board actually works. Now, this actually should do it. This is a new front board. I'm going to have to come around the other side. Da, 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 da. This is the problem with having a camera set up. I have no room to actually do anything. So this is a new front board. It says no soldering required, so I presume it's literally just a slot in there. Just trying to remove the tape off there. Without damaging the speaker, because I don't really want. I want to avoid doing as much soldering on this as possible. So that's the actual. That's the front board that just slots in like that on top of there. Oh, that black board is going to look cool though, black and green. Oh, that's going to be cool. What's this? Is this for the speaker? And the screen itself. And I put fingerprints on the screen. Oh, it's got a protective field. That's fine. Does that will just go there? I might need to look up a tutorial on how this is done. Okay, so this should be. I think I figured it out. So I can ignore this back piece for now. It's just this front piece. So what you do is you slot that in there, then you put your spacer in, like that, and then that holds it in place. And then you route the cables or something, so... Okay, yes, that's right. So, actually let's do it on this other side. That's the problem with having the camera in the middle, it's like an overhead rig. That'd be nice. So... That was nice. So that just slots in there. That just goes there, then you have a spacer piece which goes like this, which just hooks onto there, and that holds it in place. Now does the cable have to go around the front? I am pretty sure it does. The cable needs to go around the front, not around the... Needs to go like that. Oh yeah, you can't see anything. There we are. So that just goes like this. And then how does that... If that's going on the front there, that cable needs to be routed like that. You just want to avoid breaking the cable. So that can go, I don't know whether you can see anything, that can go in there. And that just slots in like that. I presume that's what this piece is for then, just to hold the speaker in place. Do that. Actually, when I've assembled that correctly, that'll do it. And finally, okay, I don't know whether I'm supposed to, but I've put 2 screws in, one there and one there. I managed to get the thing in, so now this should just be able to, I've got fingerprints on the screen, typical. They should just slot in like that. Don't know what you can see. Oh, this is going to be hell. Another jump cut. Okay, I just about did it. Doesn't matter about getting it perfect for now. I need to actually test that the screen works. Also, the other mod that I didn't do is the rechargeable battery mod. Now, I actually prefer using rechargeable AA's because I enjoy doing that. Oh my god, look at that. Look how stellar that looks. That's pretty neato. That's pretty neat. So it's just, yeah. The goal now is just putting all the buttons in, cleaning that up, and that'll look cool. That'll be epic. Okay, whether I record this or not, that's a different question, because that power board needs entirely replacing. So it's this board here. So you undo this board, it's just 4 cables, is that not? I don't know. Doesn't seem the easiest thing to do though. Oh, we'll see. I won't record it, I'll just do it. Let's unbox or unbag the new cable. It's as simple as that. So instead of having that very complex board, you just have these 4 cables here, and that's it. Let's get the camera out of the way because I need a soldering iron. Okay, so I don't know whether this is going to work, so that was the worst solder job I've ever done. Let's just make sure I don't catch these cables. Yeah, I ended up basically having to cut some of the cables. Okay, I've jankily put it together. Now's the moment of truth. Hey, that took longer than it needed to. And let's just make sure it reads the game cart. There we are. Now I can fully reassemble this. I'm surprised the power board worked because those solder joints were horrific. Okay, so that's the screen board. So it should just be as easy as dropping in the buttons. The buttons are universal, so it doesn't matter. That matters the way around, that is just like that. Then just your membranes. You want the side with the carbon on facing upwards to hit the board. Then that can just slot down there. Tape can go there and just tape that in place. So the speaker's facing outwards. No, there should be 4. I only put in 2 when I was just trying to get it working. There should be 1 here. One here. I'll give that a proper wipe in a minute. Okay, so the first one needs to be... I hate doing these ribbon cables. Okay, numero uno. So now, if I put the batteries in, obviously I haven't finished the screws, put the batteries in, it should just do it. Actually, let's focus the camera as well. Yes. So now we'll just screw that together. Okay, there we are. So just one last test that everything works. And then we'll do the... And then we will do the... That's quite nice. That's pretty cool. You get the idea. So yeah, and then finally, to finish this off, apply that to the Game Boy, if I can get it on straight. Okay, that looks pretty sweet, I can't lie. The back of it is still a bit dirty, that doesn't matter. Because that's pretty slick. Now I don't know what form this video is going to reach YouTube on, because you see it was very janky. Doing this power board on a scale of easy to difficult. The screen, easy. The shell, normal. Obviously you have to just get that stupid cable in. Power board, difficult. Not because it's actually, you know, it's basically trying to get these cables out. You can see that the leads are still stuck in. Hang on, I'm going to have to zoom into that, but you can see the leads are still stuck in on this one, because I couldn't get them out. So I had to snip the cable there, resolder it on, and obviously the cable's not as long, so then you have to route all the cables in the actual Game Boy to fit. So it's not ideal. I would say that's probably a difficult repair, only because you're trying to get the cable out of this tiny thing. But yeah, final result is definitely worth it, because that's pretty slick. So yeah, like, comment, all that YouTube stuff. I don't really care. I don't know what form this video is going to turn out as, so I just touched the glass, but that's fine. At some point I'll probably take that glass off and clean it. I don't like that sticky tape, but yeah, that's fine. So hey, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that.